Right, good morning. What I forgot to do yesterday was to test out these heavyweights, the 25 point, oh dear me, I can't even see it. I think they're 25.6 grain. So I'm going to take a 10 shot string with these big old pellets. A bit frosty today, cold. Right, okay, so I'm going to start recording the shot stream. Now recording. So I'm going to go in between the top target. I'll go a bit higher.
450, 11.5.
11.5. That's the first one. So let's see what the second one does. And you can see how it's shot.
448, 11.4. 445, 11.3.
It's going down. I have filled it up. I made sure I filled it up to 250 bar today.
445, 11.3.
Now you can see that I haven't weighed these pellets. They're straight from the tin.
448, 11.4. 445, 11.3. 445, 11.3.
Well, to tell the truth, this don't make sense, because I think when I was shooting the 18s yesterday, they was in the 11 foot-pounds, and these also in a low 11 foot-pounds, so I can't make out what's going on.
450, 11.5.
Now I haven't touched this rifle since yesterday. I left it alone, and I'm surprised that they're in the middle 11s.
445, 11.3.
I think
Last bullet.
Last one, okay. What I'll have to do is change the profile to the 8. Oh, what's happened there? I'm not quite sure what's happened here. This one's not going in, unless I got it back to front, which I don't want. Right, that's in now. And that didn't count. So I imagine I had that in back to front. I'll do one more count. At the moment we're on 9 shots and it's 11.3. I think the highest was 11.5.
448, 11.4. Empty magazine.
Right, okay, so I think this would be shooting at 11.4 foot-pounds, which I can't make out. So that's the heavyweights, And now I'm going to change the profile again to the Barracuda 18s. These are the Barracuda 18s, so I'm going to change the profile. In fact, I got Barracuda 18s in the magazine, and these ones have been weighed. As long as I get the right magazine. Let's just have a look at the heads, the skirt. Okay, so these are Barracuda 18s, and they've been weighed, and they're all weighing the same. Right, I change the profile, so I do a new string, select, no, that's not the one, is it? So I need to edit that profile because that's saying 12.65. Edit string. Oh, David Nicholson. So I cross that off. And why am I shooting the 18s? I just put down 18. And the pellet weight. Pellet weight is what? 13 grain. Right, okay. So let's have a look. Yeah, 18.13 grain. So we'll see how these shoot. I'm going to come to the clean bit of target again.
500. 10.1.
Oh, big difference there. I'm sure they was in the 11 foot-pounds.
500. 10.1. 500. 10.1. 500. 3. 10.2. 400. 99. 10. 400. 99. 10.
Now when you're looking at that group down there, these have been weighed and they're all the same weight.
500. 10.1. 500. 10.1. 400. 99. 10. Last bullet.
Last bullet, okay.
400. 99. 10. Empty magazine.
Right, okay. The top pellets was with the 25 grain, and that middle pellet, what I've just shot, are with the 18 grain. And you can see they're quite similar in the shape. So now I'm going to go with the Spitfires, and once again these pellets have been weighed, and they're all exactly the same weight. So I change this again. I think they're Spitfire domes. It's a new string, 14.13 grain, and we'll see how these do. Now I'm going to come over to this point here.
513, 8.3.
8.3, that was 9 yesterday.
513, 8.3. 513, 8.3. 513, 8.3. 513, 8.3. 510, 8.3. 510, 8.3.
Constant 8.3.
510, 8.3. 510, 8.3. Last bullet.
Last bullet.
510, 8.3. Empty magazine.
Right, okay, so the Spitfire domes 8.3. Yesterday was 9. So what's happened, I don't know, because I haven't touched the rifle at all. We're in a legal limit with all the pellets. So I'm pleased about that, but the power I'm not pleased about, especially with the Spitfire domes. Yeah, and I just can't make out why. It's settled down to that point. So now what I'm going to do is turn the chrono off, and we don't need that no more. The chrono eats battery up, you know. Right, okay, so that's all off. The recording's off as well. So what I'm going to do now is just, because I'm going to keep using these Spitfire domes, I think I'll adjust, readjust the 0 on it. So now I'm going to go up into the ball there, and I'm going to put it on full mag. Right, okay, so that's centre but right. I'll take another shot at that just in case I moved. Yeah, that's straight in that bullseye centre. A little bit of movement on my side, but it's shooting very good. The reason I got it on full mag is because of the movement, you know. That does help you out when you can see that sort of movement. And they're all shooting in the bullseye, well, apart from one, and I haven't touched the scope. So I'd certainly say, and mind you, I could shoot. I can certainly say that these Spitfires are absolutely perfect for this rifle. The pellets I used to use, if you remember, was a Barracuda 15s. So what I want to do is just get got to try and stand up. At the moment I haven't got Barracuda 15s, but I've got these super fields. So we'll see how these shoot. These are 15.9 grain, same as the Barracuda 15s. So we'll see how these shoot on, and these are they look very clean pellets, and that went in very easy. So we're going to go for the next target. And what a difference. Mind you, that is the first shot. Yeah, okay, so by those two shots, these would have to be zeroed. Yeah, not as good as the Spitfire, so I'm going to leave them alone, and I'm going to try and find in the shed the Barracuda 15s. Oh, might be a minute. Right, okay. So these are Barracuda 15s. 15.89 grain, same as what I just shot. And this is pellets what I used to use all the time. It was only Steve who gave me these tins of Spitfires. When I shot them I thought to myself, bloody hell, they're absolutely good. So I'm going to go for the same bullseye. And you can see the difference between that shot, okay, I know it's just one, but where those RWS landed. And these are picking from the tin, these are not weighed. That clipped the bullseye on that one. That's in the same pellet hole, and this is why I used to use these Barracudas, because they shot very, very well. Barracuda 15s. and that's in the same pellet hole. My fingers are frozen now. I think that's in the same pellet hole, but I can see a couple of marks just on the black, but I think they're going into that hole. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move into the middle target. And that shot low, that one. And I'm aiming for that little white spot in that red bullseye. And it's going straight in the same pellet hole. Right, so I'm going to give it one more on these, and then I'm going back to the Spitfire domes. Yeah, they're all in that black. Right, okay, so I'm going to put them away. And open up the Spitfires again. Now, it might take a couple of shots to calm it down a bit, because using H&Ns. Right, okay, so let's go for that middle target and see. Now it's gone in one of those pellet holes, but where I don't know. As I say, it's going to take a couple of pellets just to calm it down a bit. Yeah, it's getting closer. All going in the same hole, I think. Oh, in fact, let's take the chronograph off the barrel, because that can cause harmonics. What am I doing? Yeah, so looking at these at the moment, they're looking like it's shooting like the Barracuda 15s. So I might have to zero a bit. Right, what I'm going to do is come down, take 2 shots on the white paper. One for making a pellet hole, and the second one for using it as a point of zero. Right, that's my aim point, that pellet hole. Centre shooting. Right. Right, okay, so I'm going to turn off the scope and I'm going to bring it over to those pellets. Oh dear me, got water on this. Right, okay, so I'm going to bring it over going to save it there, and now I can start recording again. Okay, so oh dear me. Right, so I'm going to come to the ball. Oh, I'll go to that middle bullseye. Okay, let's hit the bullseye. A little bit off, but it's on the bullseye. I'm not quite sure where that one went. So I'm going to come down to the bottom bullseye, and I'll take 10 shots, and then I'm going to end it. Now with these rifles, the AP 900 cylinder type, Chinese made, 300, nearly 400 pound, and I would say they're only worth around about 150, 200 pounds, because they're machined up very, very badly. The block is only painted, spray painted, it's only aluminium. The barrel, you know, could have burrs in it, especially where the transfer port is. Yeah, shooting a little bit erratic, so because I've used so many different type of pellets, I'm going to clean the barrel well. But with these Spitfires, they do shoot well. I'm not saying it's going to shoot well in your gun, but in this one it does. I mean, I've mucked about with it so much, and I still enjoy it. You know what I mean? It's a lovely rifle, and I think if another, I don't know, branded company made this, it would be absolutely perfect. You know what I mean? But being Chinese, it's not. There's still a lot of work to do to the barrel and stuff like that, but I'm quite happy now how it's shooting. Even with the low shot count. Now I'm going to go back to that pellet on that white paper, because these are not shooting as good as they should do. A little bit high on that. Yeah, shooting a little bit high on those two pellets. I'll take 2 more shots. Right, this is the last shot. It's just coming up to 30 minutes now. And I can't see what pellet mark I was on. That one there, I think. Yeah, but even so, you've got a nice little group still under those 5p pieces. Right, let's turn the scope off. This morning from 3 o'clock I've been looking at pellet testing, and I have not seen one person using a chronograph to do his pellet testing. in a way of testing different pellets. You know, the way I done it, every pellet I tested, I was chronographing, and I haven't seen one person do that. And this is why I say about putting a heavier pellet in, you could be over that legal limit. You know, if people don't care, well, I don't know. So that's the end of this little video. It's coming up 31 minutes, 32 minutes. If you enjoy it, just give your thumbs up, leave your comments, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.